They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shits. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scopes. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
He is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes to the nation. LIB in our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibes. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the vibe. Where you fuck, you gon' think I'm Mike Vrabel the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even score. You should read more, though I choose to live in peace. You should know I bleed war. I'm a recon man, one of the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I let it out to explore. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building, my EMP gon' deploy. Make them panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they trying to figure out how I do assault damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Murasky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get a overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they done left you stranded. Damn, you know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know you doing that ping thing. They gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield. It's been 7 minutes in the fucking game. I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion, hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, GOAT just hit that beast on the hunt. Go we reloaded, blow the EMP and we done.
They know I got them vibes, so you know.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Watching me.
KT2 the GOAT in the building, DB, Wire, Lock Kick, and once we plug in shit, we back smoking packs, man. We tried, DB, Jonte, Clippy, all good, aka Vince Duke Gaming. Giants fan, what up? We walking with it?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Nah, what up? Roll Tide to the believers.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Hey man, I just want to take this time out to pray for Danny Thanos Thompson. Every time I go lives, he comes in and says derogatory things towards me. But I just want to know, God loves you, man. I'm praying for you. Whatever demons you face.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
It ain't me. I'm just simply the mirror, just a reflection. So whatever you say to me,
let me teach
really
you how to
yourself.
vibe.
It's how you feel about yourself. Five Nation, we love you. We hope you're blessed and have a wonderful evening. William T. Mad Titan in the building. Your boy Shadur out there having fun with Rex Ryan and the media, ain't he? Man, we not gonna waste no time today, man. We just
let me teach you how to vibe.
We gotta spam some challenges, man. We need some free stuff. I'm not giving EA any money, so let's get the biz. Oh, he not on me. He on himself. For the record, I don't ban trolls. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. As long as y'all don't start getting vulgar and stuff and, you know, irritating people, you know, just think, what if God was one of us? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, what would Jesus do? You know what I'm saying? He said, man, 12 out there clowning like his pops. I mean, I think he just trying to have some fun with it. I've never seen the media be so excited about like what a third string quarterback was doing. Like they benched Flacco and they walked over and put the camera and the microphone in Shadur's face. Like that's just bad media. Like nobody will admit it. People will talk bad about Shadur, but none of them will say like that's just like Bush League media. You get on your knees and paint your nails, man. You thirsty for it. Like the kid just graduated college. He's in his early 20s. He's the third string quarterback. And instead of going and talk to Dylan Gabriel or Joe Flacco or the head coach or the offensive coordinator or the quarterback's coach, you're talking to the third string quarterback. Imagine they bench Cam Ward and like, I don't even know who the Titans third string quarterback is right now. Imagine them talking to him.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Like nobody's sticking their microphone in the third string quarterback's face. Except for that is Deion's child. TJ, DB, Breon. Yeah, they want to, but I mean, they're making money off the content and like, who cares about Cleveland football? You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know, yeah, they wasn't reporting Judkins going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, they were so worried about Shador. He's Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese of the NFL. He's an easy story. You pick Ted Hendricks. Why did you spend $140, Giants fan? Hey, look, let me say this. I don't want none of the people in my community spending a bunch of money on mud. Like y'all gotta, like, you gotta be hopped off. No disrespect, y'all gotta be hopped off the short bus if y'all spending money on Madden right now. They just sold their rights for $55 gazillion. The top 8 is Astro, John Beast, Henry, Abram, 88, like Lambo. Like, we know who the top 8 is. There's no MCS event or anything that you could play that you could get it back off of for the next 6 weeks. Like, why on earth would you be spending money on Madden right now? Like, they just gave you a free Ted Hendricks, Malik Neighbors, or St. Jude's. So one of the 3 best cards in the game you just got for free. You get to upgrade all your tickets and get either Cam Ward, Tay Adams, or Carlton Davis to a 90 overall. Like, all the free stuff out here. I implore nobody in my community to be spending a bunch of money on Madden right now. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It's just way too much free stuff. You got free DK Metcalf, free Arroyo. You got free, like, bro, so many good free cards. Like, you just do not need to spend money on it. Right? Go Geezy. Yeah, you don't need to spend money on Madden right now, bro. They ain't even pointing it out because they don't want to point it out. It's a conspiracy. David Dub, what up, Swat ATL? Online, so they're gonna let you get promoting that type of stuff. If you had faith, you wouldn't need to spend money. Talk to him. Talk to him, David. She tell EA to let you hold that 1%. He said, Crystal, the packs are fire. Like, bro, like, why? Like, bro, listen to Shotbybuddha. Don't listen to nobody in my Discord. Don't listen to nobody in any of my 4 chats. Do not spend money on Madden right now. Like, what on earth would make a person want to spend $100 on Madden right now? Like, I just, like, let me get into my bag. Let me get into my bag. Let me go to the intermission screen so y'all can see my face when I say this. If we had a tournament right now and said $5 gets you in the tournament, you could win $1,000. 99.9999999% of y'all wouldn't even put the $5 up to play in it. If they had ladders, y'all would be giving me 5,000 excuses of why you're not trying to play in a tournament for $150,000. If they have PLs every day of the week, 99.99999% of y'all are not signing up for PL. So what is the purpose of spending a bunch of money on Madden right now? Like, odds is if you were playing a lot, right now would be the time that you selling your team, a season is ending, ranked season is going to get rewards, right? And the MCS is ending this week. Not starting, but ending, which means everything is going to sell and reset. So whatever you get right now won't even be nothing you could use in the next several weeks. It just won't be. Like, think about it. Spend $100 and get a 91 speed receiver, or just have a 90 speed receiver free. Like, +1 speed is not going to be the difference whether you lose or win a game. Like, I'm sorry to tell y'all that. So I found, I see the world differently. That's good though, man. Like, hey, look, with all the stuff going on in the world, anybody getting closer to God, I could not fault you. I think you're moving in the right direction. Tyler J. Swall, what up? Hey, look, all us unks gotta stick together, man. Uplifting souls. You was just listening for it. I'm here. He said you put money away for Mutt. Screw it. Hey, look, I'm gonna give y'all something better. Put $5 a month away, sub to the channel, and I'll tell y'all how to have the same exact team and beat good people without having to spend $150 on EA packs. See what I'm saying? Like, I promise you're gonna get way more of your $5 talking to me, telling you how to put together a team to beat somebody with that one less speed player. I promise that'll be more valuable to y'all than $150 to EA, bro. I promise it will. I won't make you feel like a used cheap dish rag after you spend your money too. I'll still talk to you. See, when you spend your $150, you go over here to the MUT store, and then it won't even, like, this MUT store won't even talk back to you or answer your questions about football from Monday night, Thursday night, Saturday, or Sunday. This MUT store won't talk back to you. It won't read your comments. It just asks you for more and more. $28, $12, $120, $38, $9, $120, $5, $15, $120, $120, $46. Like, I just once a month, $5. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you got Amazon Prime, you can go on Twitch and sub to me for free. I'm just saying. If you don't want to sub to me, sub to Rich Black Man. Y'all just, I'm just saying, like, y'all get way more value rolling with the shop. You get way more value rolling with the shop than giving EA all your money just to get flooded on the tie when you play ranked games. I'm sorry. Free card sitting on 5.5. I got 5 million coin. I guarantee this team I'll wipe 99.9% of noses with this. It's not hard. But my team on 2K, I just spend hundreds on cars and not join nothing. It's like you don't get it back. He said I put my money in church instead of giving it to EA Sports. Hey, look, man, nothing wrong with a good youth program. Where them Georgia fans at? I ain't gonna troll Georgia because Georgia could have beat us. Every time we play Georgia, we could lose. Best budget make team make it. Talk that talk. Yo, Tone, what up?
Let me teach you how to
I spent
vibe.
$140 and $75. That's still $225 too much. But I promise you, my team. I promise my team better than y'all team. If y'all spend money, I promise it is. Like it's really only like if you got Raiders TT. If you got Raiders or Steelers TT right now is the only TTs that really people should even have money spent on Raiders and Steelers. But at a point, if you got Steelers, like, let's say you got Minka, Deshaun Elliott, free Kyle Hamilton, Akello Witherspoon.
That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question.
Pat Pete, Jalen Ramsey, Carlton Davis, Aqib Talib. At some point, it's like overkill. Then if you took St. Juice, like, bro, like, you're going to have more players than you even need. You're going to get a free DK Metcalf and T. Higgins and Nico Collins. Like, bro, like, you just be spending money for nothing. Like, you're going to have a 6'5", 90 speed, two 6'5", 90 speed receivers, and then Tay Adams. Like what is buying an extra person going to do? I'm just asking, bro. What is it going to do? Big Jeff, what it do? It says just like buying vapes and beer, we all got our vices. You know what's crazy? Bro, I ain't even really been drinking this year for real. I ain't even been drinking for real this year. And I ain't smoked reefer since 2012. When the Mayans came, I stopped smoking. Yeah, Calvin really beat up. He said, what I'm saying is Buddha's a cheap date. Who said something about, bro? How many of y'all been on more vacations than me this year?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Like, see, y'all bought a pack. I bought my kid a fish. He got a fish tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, me and the wife went out for a nice dinner Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not giving them my bread, bro. I just can't. I just can't do it. Now I can see like a little opportunity pack, $20. You guaranteed to get this or that, but the rest of that shit is a rip off.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
I don't knock nobody for their vices, but I'm telling my community, don't give y'all money to EA right now. Bro, let's say you bought the best corner on the game. All right, let me pull this up, cause like I'm just doing challenges. So let's have some fun. Let's say you bought the best corner on the game, right? Let me scroll down here. Bet you bought the best corner on the game. Like the most expensive one is Isaiah Rodgers. He's 88 speed. He's 91 speed with TT. Even if you just got the 89 St. Juice, he's still better. If you like DRC is still better. Jalen Ramsey, like all these guys are about the same. And most of these dudes, Carlton Davis and Aqib Talib is still better than them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did the same thing with wide receiver, like you went and got the most expensive wide receiver on the game. Like you had, like with Drake London or who like Amari Cooper or CD Lamb, like bro, like you getting +1 speed, like bro, it's just stupid, bro. Just follow Shotbybuddha. Shotbybuddha will tell y'all how to get a good team and not spend over.
They dodged the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out.
Yeah, I got top 100 on rank. How many RP you had? How many RP you had?
And they'll stand him up and sit him down.
Texas Roadhouse Rolls.
That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Yeah, Tajay Spears is in practice.
Well, I sit and judge
Nano, what up, Big Joe?
I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just
10,000 RP. Now you capping, bro.
devoured that screen game on third
Now
down.
you capping. What was your record? Bro, why y'all be lying, bro? Like, why can't y'all just be honest? Like, why can't y'all just be honest, bro? Like,
Putting him in the space.
hey, bro, like, why can't y'all just be honest?
And he gets his offense.
Let me teach you how to
Like, bro,
vibe.
I hate liars, bro. Like, I hate that y'all be lying. Like,
Right, you
cause y'all
picked
know
up
I'll
the
be
win.
right. You only lie
Nicely
cause I'll be
done.
right. I ain't trying to make nobody look slow or nothing. I'm just saying, like, why lie?
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and
Comedy
10.
2 times said they let them use that. Nah, cause when we get ready to do tournaments, so it's time to hit a sub goal. And nigga, man, Shotbybuddha gonna have some tournaments, and the fuck I ain't. Y'all spend $300-400
Let me
on
teach you
cards
how
and
to
can't spend
vibe.
$5 to play in the tournament. Hell no.
And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I'm very bipolar today, cause 42 and 40.
Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter.
Hey, look, some of them people was, y'all remember it was people that was in the chat bragging about spending $1,000 on their teams, and they had negative records on ladders. They didn't qualify. Like, bro, why are y'all convincing my community to spend $1,000 on a MUT team to not qualify ladders? To have negative records on on the leaderboard. Niggas shit say minus. That's a good record, bro. You doubled up your wins and losses, Joe.
And that is
They said if we
how
keep it
you
in the
take
book,
down
lies are
the
ass.
challenge,
Yeah, they
baby.
ass.
You have some momentum after that. Let's pick out another challenge.
Said
and keep
pass
it
the blunt
going.
for sure. EJ, Nito. Bro, all you gotta do is sit in here for like 10, 15 minutes like I'm doing. While I'm talking to y'all, turn y'all game on and just spam these. Put all the Hispanic heritage people in and just spam challenges. You're gonna have 289 overalls from spamming challenges. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get all your stuff. Your ticket's gonna go up, and then you're gonna buy 89. You're gonna make one of your free cards a 90 overall, bro. This is not hard. I'm almost at top 100 in the yards on superstar mode. If anybody cares. Yo, Zay with the 100-star ball, dragon stickers in the chat. Damn, nah, 300 and nah, that's 1,000. 1,000, cool. Them niggas spent 1,000 and ain't got $5. No money spent. And nothing. Hey, you should be, bro. Like, this is a year for no money or minimal money spent to have a really good time. Bro, I showed y'all Lambo made the live with a budget team. He had Ladd McConkey at receiver, bro. Like, that man had Franklin, Ladd McConkey, and Adrian Peterson at running back. And what's crazy is I got enough tokens. I got enough tokens right now to get 288 overalls if I wanted to get them right now, just from doing these challenges and using my training to open up the packs. I'll be sitting here trying to show y'all the sauce, man. I don't know what else to say. Gibbs gonna feel free fan. Yeah, I want Jimmy. I want to buy the crystals, but I also want to get everything I can possibly get free and open up everything. And then sometimes you realize you don't even need certain stuff. Like in my B&Ds today, the 80 overall B&D, I pulled Minka. So if I did want to go Steelers TT. I use my token on Deshaun Elliott, and I have Minka and Deshaun Elliott at safety. You know what I'm saying? And I like, bro, like, this is pretty easy.
This is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's a nickel look by the Titans. Third down.
Scheme over team to an extent.
Motion him out of the
I mean,
backfield.
it'd be different if somebody had a 93 speed receiver and all your DBs was like 86, 87 speed or something. But I mean, a 90 speed versus a 91.
This is caught.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Not the result you wanted, but that's okay.
It
You can replay
said when
any
I went
challenge
Raiders,
at any time.
Raiders, Jaguars, and Steelers like right now is like expensive TTs. But I mean, hey, listen. Let me ask y'all a question. You think if I had Jaguars or Raiders TT, it would have made any difference in the game Saturday? If you ain't seen the game, it's on the YouTube. Go check out the !YT on Facebook, or just go to Shotbybuddha YouTube. It's the second to last video. Me versus Kimbo. That's what I'm saying. Like having a different player not gonna make me recover a fumble or catch a pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like either they're gonna catch it or they ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like I made the reads. I played the way I wanted to play. Like every time, like I won a Super Bowl yesterday. When have y'all seen me load up and not win an event or not win a Super Bowl? It's rare. And all these is B and D's. Like my whole binder is B and D cards. I sold everything. I got 5 million coins. Shut up. You watched it 2 times? I mean, but that's me saying I had a game plan. I talked to Mon on the phone, like always, like the day before and then leading up to the game, and kind of had like an idea of what I wanted to do. And what I said I was gonna do, I did exactly what I wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, from that perspective, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you did everything you said you wanted to do in the game. It's just like either the game gonna bounce your way or it ain't. So I'm saying the team don't even necessarily really matter that much. You know what I'm saying? Like the team doesn't really even matter, bro. Let's look at the I'm trying to spam some. I need to spam some rushing yards because the rushing yards is like something that's hard to get. So if y'all ever wanted to know reason why I spam some of this stuff, I spam some of this stuff because like it's gonna take you forever to get rushing yards. So if you just sit there and spam rushing yards for like 20 minutes, then you'll have all the tokens to get a left tackle to 89 overall instead of spending money. Like my best 3 tackles on my team are free. Really, all my linemen free. Then I'm saving my whatchamacallit. I'm saving my legend packs that I open with training. I'm saving them. Auction house still closed on crystals. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you spend money in the auction house closed on crystals, bro? It's like how it worked. Did you know you was gonna play him ahead of time? Yeah. See, I found out probably like a day before that I forgot who it was. It might have been Bill. Was it Bill? I think it was Bill came in and was like, yo, Buddha, you got it. Because some people was looking for their matchups. And I was like, he's like, you got Skim. I said, cool. I said, I ain't got nobody who finna be running no weird shit. Like weird stuff. My bad, Sky. We're running a weird stuff. I was my daughter in here. I can't be cussing, but
Eagles in a good spot here.
like I can't run no weird. It wasn't nobody's gonna have no off meta, no weird. Kind of knew he gonna pass it. He gonna try to switch stick me.
Let me
blitz.
teach you
So
how
it's
to
like,
vibe.
I had a game plan coming in. My game plan was like
Aggressiveness from this defense.
what me and Mont was saying. Like, bro, if you lose to a really good player, most of the time people lose to them in the first half. Most of the time they used to blowing people out and get into a situation where they ain't got to go back and forth with you. That's what they don't want to do. If you get into the second half and get a chance, I was like, let me just get a chance to get the ball last. And that was my game plan. Like, if I get the ball last, I control everything. It just so happened that I didn't have that much time, but I still got a shot at the end zone from like the 45. Like, that's about all you can ask for. Because if I didn't get to stop, he was going to clock me out. You know what I'm saying? Then before half, I didn't mind giving up that touchdown because I was able to get 3 right back. It's just you want to get the ball last. Like, it ain't that much defense in this game. Like, you're not finna just bag nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like he bombed me, I bombed him. It's just a matter of like saying, let me get a chance to get the ball last. So
Let me teach you
I
how to
already knew what I
vibe.
was gonna run in the red zone if I scored. Like I felt pretty good about what I was gonna run on the goal line to get in. So because I was gonna run something that he hadn't seen. So then I had like one formation on. It's gun normal. I've been running it. If y'all really watch me play, you see I like added some gun normal to the sauce, and I can audible to that gun normal from any formation. So because when you run off meta, people ain't used to you doing what you're gonna do. 17-14. And see, VR, you play like me. You play like ball control. If you get the ball last, like you got a real shot. Shot by new rank. Man, you can't even get in the. Yo, Lyle, what's poppin', my boy? How you feeling? How the season going? How the season going, bro? West Texas in the house. Ultimate Team crash. It do my Ultimate Team crash all the time. Yeah, the auction house is closed, so like I'm gonna just spam challenges. Big Just like it was the punt return. Nah, the punt return didn't even hurt me, bro. Like in Madden terms, the punt return made it where he did. Now, if he would have not got the punt return, he could have clocked me out and got 6 and I wouldn't have got the ball. The punt return was like, okay, cool. I went right back down and got 6. I actually thought about going forward and not kicking it because I was like, if I go for it and don't get it, he got to score fast. I still get the ball last. My whole mentality is like, if somebody get a stop on me, it's like, I need the ball again. I don't want to get clocked out. And I was like, well, if I punt, he ain't going to be able to pick up but like 1 first down. He's not really going to be able to clock me if I kind of play him aggressively. And he ran it in and I got the 3 right back. Then I got to stop at the end. So it's like, it kind of flip-flop. You seen my face on the punt return. I say, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the worst. Like, somebody scored quick, I get the ball again. Nothing worse than somebody clocking you out, getting 6, and then getting the ball back. Like, that's what hurt. I can't believe the auction house is still closed. How come you can't believe that a company just sold themselves out? Like, that is not working also. I had to see on them at a time in the Final Four. But I mean, like, I done beat a lot of people like that, though. So, you know, it's just like, bro, a lot of times y'all just didn't know who I was playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably didn't, like this year, y'all probably seen me pop a handful of people that's in the top 100 or that made lives. It's just y'all don't know who it is. I'm not waving a flag, making a fly. Hey, I'm playing such and such game, and y'all look, come see me play. No, I'm not doing all that. 3-2, and I'm living, can't complain. How's the family? Good, man. My youngest just got a fish, and my oldest just sitting back here. She just won a contest, so she gonna ride on the fire truck. The fire truck gonna take her to school. She won a art contest for fire prevention. Look at 2-time, man. Hey, 2-time, man. Hey, I'm gonna get on them. I'm gonna get on them Giants in a minute, man.
Want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
No, I'm saying like it was 4th and 25, and I was on my own. I was inside my own 10. I punted it because the punt ain't gonna go far. I got like a 76 overall punter, so I'm like, at best case scenario, I get a stop or he gonna get 3. I was finna come out and run double mug on him and just make him bomb me. Either he gonna get a pick 6 or a bomb. It worked out either way. Like whether he threw a dot or ran the punt back, it really didn't matter. Like in certain situations you punt, and then I wouldn't have been in that spot if my two receivers, D-Hop and Arroyo, ran into each other on that side in the bunch strong without getting pressed. They didn't get pressed. Like, I was confused how they ran into each other and nobody touched them. So when I got ready to throw the ball, like they ran into each other. So I had to eat the sack. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I punt again if I was in a certain situation.
And he's got a decent game.
I'm just reading and answering comment. I see you high. Ain't it? Yeah, they come in different. 2 times funny.
There's their consistent source of positive yardage.
But I mean, I always tell y'all in a big game, leader, don't return kicks and leave a kicker in the car. But I honestly think a lot of times y'all just don't listen to me talk. I really be telling y'all like the whole way to play competitively is like you ain't playing for money or you ain't playing in like it ain't your Super Bowl or something. Man, go forward. You know what I'm saying? You in the red zone, go for it. Don't kick. You know what I'm saying? Like play aggressively because that's the only way you're gonna get quality reps and like what you would do if you nervous if it's 4th down and 13 and you need to pick up. Like if you do it 100 times just playing games, when you do play somebody, you're gonna have probably 40 times where you got a good idea what could work or what could get you the first down versus the defense. Just giving yourself good rips. Angelo, what up?
2nd and 13.
Jeff, yeah, said, get your black card ready. Don't listen to Buddha. Tighten up. It ain't a sad season yet. I mean, realistically, I said 5 or 6 wins would be best case scenario. But I mean, every game that we have played and are going to play, we're going to be the underdogs in. So, I mean, I'm gonna drop some posts for you, Angelo, for people to understand. Like the last time the Tennessee Titans won a game, they had a 100-yard rusher, and they haven't had one since. They've only had 300-yard rushes since Derrick Henry left. Kind of a direct correlation with Titans getting beat in the 4th quarter. You gotta think like Tennessee Titans have had the lead or had a lead at halftime or been tied going into the 4th quarter.
Very good.
Of the last 20 games, I'd say like 12 to 15 of them, they had the lead or been tied. It's rare when they just got completely smoked. Broncos game, Colts game, Rams game. Not the Colts, but the Rams game. But they blundered the Colts at halftime. But Texans is 6-0 in the 4th quarter. The Texans is backed up 2nd down and 33 on their own 10. You know what I'm saying? Like the Titans just implode, bro. They just implode. I mean, just think Tennessee Titans could fire their coach, hire somebody, and make some trades of some good young players. Tariq Woolen, Cam Smith could be picked up. They could make a trade and get a Kyle Pitts. It's like by the time the trade deadline get here, the Titans might have J.C. Latham and Tavondre Sweat back. Tajay Spears come back this week. They may be able to trade off Snead and Calvin Ridley and have something that we excited about next year. Like no Titan fan should have been thinking about like wild card or playoffs. I told y'all at best 5 or 6 wins.
If you left any
Aaron
stars
Boone.
out there, you can always replay it to pick
Crystals
them
is $320. I got 5 million coins moving. Hello. Last time it was like 500. When the auction house come back, it was like 500 for Micah Parsons. It was like 700 for Saquon, and then the Surtain was like 1.2.
He knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. But that first
Long story short, we asked. Hey, then I was mad that it was some people that was people was upset about him saying it. Like, we want that. You know what I'm saying? I want Big Jeff saying the people that get paid the most, the best players got to play better. I want Cam Ward saying, hey, man. But you got to realize, though, like, people just wasn't paying attention. In preseason and training camp, Cam Ward said, our offense is mid. I mean, I asked Teron Davenport if y'all really familiar with the Titans. Like, he had on Twitter just about saying, like, bro, like, I seen the question y'all asked the coaching staff, like, why does the Titans not run RPO? Why is the Titans the worst screen game team in the NFL? Why does the Titans never have a 100-yard rusher? So if you have the answer to the simple fixes for a bad offense is screens, draws, RPOs, you know what I'm saying? Like simple plays. They don't have them in their arsenal. They the worst screen team in the NFL. They ran a screen in Denver where all three receivers were blocking, and Cam Ward had to throw the ball away. You know, like the last 100-yard rusher was against the Jaguars last year. We had Tony Pollard had 103 yards versus the Jaguars. We lost 10-6, and then he had 100 yards versus the Texans last November, the last time we won a game. Titans on a 10-game losing streak, and they only had 100-yard rushing performance in all that time. So, I mean, like, you got to put RPOs in. Brian Callahan's like, well, it might be difficult. More difficult than orbit, motion, reverse, throwback pass. Flea flickers, a flea flicker or orbit motion reverse throwback pass got to be a harder install than an RPO. With a line that struggles to block good edge rushing. I don't know. He said that's up there with AI's practice rank. Yeah, I mean, the dude, Titans Idiot Nation made a t-shirt and sold like 100 t-shirts the first day. Uplifting Souls, what up? St. Juice, I ain't picked yet. I'm waiting. Hey, do y'all have to play a game to make y'all cards pop up? Because I ain't picked yet. I don't know if I want Ted Hendricks or St. Juice. See, I want to open up everything, and I want to get the crystals before I open it up. I want to look at how my team look. If my team look good, I might take St. Juice. If not, I might say I want to put Ted Hendricks and Fred Warner in the box and not worry about a user for the next however long, and then I could take Kyle Hamilton and put him in free safety. Smithers. You chilling today? Let's get spicy. Nah, my kid is sitting back here. She in the room with me. I ain't gonna be talking too spicy. Nothing seems special with the crystals. But I mean, they like, I ain't gonna lie. Fred Warner being 88 speed at 6'3", and then Nico Collins being 90 speed at his height, and then got Jahmyr Gibbs a 93 speed running back. Like, those cards will be starters for the foreseeable future. That just means you ain't gonna get no users that's like 92, 93 speed for at least a month, probably until like actual most fear drop. 6 wins and having like the play calling, you know, our injuries hurt a lot. I do like Cam Ward. Yeah, I love Cam Ward. I just think that the veterans haven't stepped up around him, and the injuries, they've overcame it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, since they took and put Oli Udoh in and took John Ojukwu out, the line actually has blocked pretty good against the Colts and the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Like, Titans had a chance against the Broncos. Like, they blew it. You know, they should have been leading at halftime. Like the Rams game, the Titans is up at halftime. The Texans, we missed 2 field goals and it's 6-0 in the fourth quarter. Like, you got them backed up 2nd and 33. Like, L'Jarius Sneed can't give up a 40-yard pass on 2nd and 33. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? Right? However you want to look. What you mean yesterday that you ain't chasing nobody? No, I'm saying, like, what I mean I ain't chasing nobody is like, I don't need to look for nothing. Like, whatever gonna come to me, gonna come to me. Like, I'm not one of the people that chase people, bro. You went in and quit? Okay, yeah. Put some Hulk Hogan in it. Who character unlock? Nah. VR, Angelo, what up? Guillermo. But you see what I'm saying, Smoothie? Like, if I go through and do all these challenges and I got an 89 overall left tackle, and then I open up my free stuff and I get Kevin Mawai as center, I'm gonna have 89, 86, 89, 85, 89 on my line for free. Every one of them would be free. You know what I'm saying? Like, then if I go through, like, my Arroyo is free, my Greg Olsen, like, if I go St. Juice, I'll probably power down to leave and I'll use that on Greg Olsen. And Greg Olsen and Arroyo will be my 2 tight ends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those are my tight ends now, but I'm saying, like, I have him. Greg Olsen will be like Brock Bowers at least. So I don't know. I'm just in a point where I want to do all this free stuff. And I'm trying to show y'all to not listen to these guys telling y'all to spend $200-300 with an auction house that's closed. Like, even if you pull something, you couldn't sell it right now. So, like, just go through and spam and do all these weeklies and dailies for like an hour or so, and you probably gonna have like 3 maxed out players where you ain't even gonna be wanting the same person that you wanted a few minutes ago.
cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
MLB.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not
Reason why I said that though 2 times is I said that before usually it take to like Super Bowl, people gonna start getting desperate for content. It's gonna happen around like Halloween this year. Man, the Madden world content is so dry right now. Like that's why most of my content is like sports and lifestyle related. Like, man, people still on my posts arguing about Bad Bunny, bro. Like,
very good. You took on
Get
that
outta here.
challenge and picked up the victory. Pick out another one to tackle and
arguing about no Bad Bunny, bro. Like my notifications been going crazy. That's exactly what I want. Make a couple posts today. I got an idea in my head right now. I'm gonna make a meme while I'm just sitting here tonight.
well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively.
Not necessarily a meme, more like an informational sports post.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you
I'm gonna show
to the defense really took
I'm gonna show the box score on Titans games so people can understand. Like the Titans usually have the lead. If you went back like 20 games, the Titans probably got the lead in like 16 of them at halftime. They just get out coached, and it'd be too much talent on the other side to get out coached every game in the second half. I know you know what I mean, but I'm saying it because I'm here. I'm playing tennis with you. Like you thought I wasn't even gonna hit the ball back, Paul. But I'm, you know what I'm saying? TGG. Lamont Ames, #1 trapper in all the box. Yeah, Auction House still down, bro. I'm over here spamming challenges. I'm trying to get my Villanueva left tackle up to 89.
Nice job beating that old.
Repping for the culture, show gonna be fire. Speaking of Bad Bunny, the funny part is the people that didn't realize that Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. Like that. That's funny. Like that's. Hey, look, a few people I said, man, I'm just gonna pray for y'all, but y'all like Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico. This is their domains of the, like, that's what I'm gonna say, lower 48 states. So we talking about like the other parts that are U.S. territories, brother. Like, hey, no, man, Puerto Rico, go back to Mexico. Like, bro, Puerto Rico, Mexico, El Salvador, Brazil, all these places have different people. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, listen, man, I guess like Jamaican people and Dominican people and West African, North African, and South African, East African people are all the same. I took Neighbors out of respect for you. Smoothie, why on earth would you take Neighbors?
Just a little bit shy of reaching that marker.
Now the way you play, you a zone guy. Why you ain't get St. Juice
See how his debut offering goes.
or Ted Hendricks? I'm waiting on some guinea pigs to get them first. I want to see what y'all, like some people that I trust. I want to see them pick them. It's too many free receivers for me to get Neighbors. Not even growth. It's just giving a new market. You know how many Hispanic people like football? Spanish-speaking people like football, who are gonna tap in and party and kick it. Like, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but like the elections was won based off of alternative lifestyle and Hispanic people, not black people. We ain't been the target. But I mean, just think about it. The person who doesn't know what Bad Bunny is saying is going to be the same person who's going to say, what is Kendrick Lamar saying? Like, it's the same situation. Like, my mama don't know what Kendrick Lamar was saying when he was rapping. My daddy don't know what Kendrick Lamar was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more than he going to know what Bad Bunny's saying. Bad Bunny is a performative artist. Like, his shows is like a movie. That's why they got him. Now you'll put an artist up there that'll just stand there with some jeans on and talk the whole time and sing. You be saying, man, Rihanna didn't dance that much. Morgan Wallen didn't move around that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, Weeknd didn't move around that much. Like, Bad Bunny is going to be hanging from the rafters, bro. Like, Malik, for some reason, his car
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Fire wide. What's your TT right now, Smooth? You still Ravens? You still Ravens Saints? The only reason why I say that because, like, in my binder, I got Matthew Golden, DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, gonna be Nico Collins, Tay Adams. I got a free AJ Brown that's in there right now on TT. Like, I had to get rid of Van Jefferson and D Hop. Like, bro, I got good. But I had like 90 plus speed receivers that I had to just sell because I can only put 3 in at a time.
On the play fake.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and T. Higgins and Nico Collins is for sure gonna be on the field. You know, because Megatron and it's like just too many receivers. Xavier, where like it's too many good receivers for me to get him. But I respect somebody getting him. You got Ted Hendricks. Mont, who you getting? I got Malik, Devontae, Travis Hunter. I had Travis Hunter for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, some stuff is just, Travis Hunter like 200K, bro. Like, I don't feel like a +1 speed gonna make my dude be open or not be open. But you do run 5 wide, so, I mean, my third receiver don't even get that much burn anyways. I'm more of a twin tight end guy. Realistically, I should be Seahawks so I could have Arroyo on or go Falcons to get Kyle Pitts, or go Cardinals to get Trey McBride, but or Tucker Craft on the pack like robot. They're gonna drop another tight end soon. I just hope that one of my 6 account bound legend packs turn into Kevin Mawai. Oh my goodness. Kevin Mawai ain't gonna cost that much anyways, and if he do cost, I'll just use my tokens on him. But that team of the month token, like, what is the team of the month player? Have they even released that yet? Because the team of the month player might usually be somebody kind of crazy. If the team of the month player is somebody I get Kims on, I might save them, and instead of getting 1 free one, I might use my 2 tokens to get that. I just need Nico so I can put him at running back. My friend, Monday Night Football game's been played in Mexico City. I mean, the first game was a Chargers-Chiefs, and it was played in Brazil. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I told y'all this when it comes to Madden. That's why Madden is not a big esport, because people in Japan and Korea don't know what you're doing when you're playing Madden. They know what you're doing when you play Call of Duty. They know what you're doing when you play Fortnite. They know what you're doing when you play League of Legends or certain games. They just don't know what you're doing when you're playing Madden. They know what you're doing when you're playing basketball or FIFA or MLB. You know, like, the funny part about, like, some people that has selective outrage is like,
Let me teach
bro,
you how
who's
to
the best
vibe.
NBA players? They all foreign. Who's the best baseball player? Is it Shohei Ohtani or not? You know what I'm saying? Like the best players in all our sport are not American-born people no more.
And that is how you take down a challenge, baby. You have some momentum.
Yeah, I seen the Tariq Hill stuff. Yeah, Deshaun Elliott is kind of crazy. He'd be a good corner. It's not, but they trying to. But I could see American football growing in South America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see American football growing in UK or certain places. All they need is one star, like Tony Kukoc or Dirk Nowitzki or Yao Ming. Like, all they need is one person before you have Jeremy Lin. You have all these different people. Like, the NFL ain't gonna grow. It's already the biggest, like, I feel like the biggest sport in our country, but it don't mean nothing if baseball is global, if basketball is global, if FIFA is global, Olympic sports is global. You just naturally get more eyes. That's how you get 20,000 people inside of arena to watch Apex. In Madden, it's like 5 people there and somebody's mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like somebody's mom watching on the bleachers. Yo, Kevin Y is there. Aaron Judge, don't disrespect. I'm making a point, man. I'm making a point. WWE is like, you know how many people are not American and watch WWE? All right, I need to do punt yards, and then rushing touchdowns. All right. Yo, who hopped in here?
Yo, what's good with you, big dog?
What's popping?
Man, shit, man. Same shit, different day, man. Excuse my language.
Oh, no, you good.
So. The WWE.
Yeah, like, WWE is big. Like, they got their own built-in fan base.
Yeah.
Like a superstar go over to WWE and be in WrestleMania and make more money than they made on tour that year.
Facts.
Like when Mayweather went over there, he was making as much as, you know what I'm saying? Like he getting fight money to go over there and play around.
Yeah, play around because he a celebrity. I remember when he first hopped in the ring with the Big Show.
Yeah, that was like they
That's
had him in
monumental.
there when Speed hopped in there not too long ago.
Yeah. And history just repeat itself, big dog.
For sure.
But get that bread, but ain't mean necessary.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what it's about. Like I don't think you would get no artist like that if the owners ain't sign off on it. The owners see
Facts.
money, man. Money. People have to realize like money ain't got no color.
You gotta sell tickets.
And
part.
the halftime show is for. It was never for the people that was watching the game. It's for your girlfriend. It's for the kids. It's for
It's an
the young
entertainment.
audience.
Yep.
People that don't normally be there to watch it. So, like
Yeah,
that's why like
it's-
I really don't even waste my time with somebody who like be that mad about that. Like, man, they probably so drunk they ain't even paying attention to the Super Bowl anyways when it happened.
Yeah, right.
You said WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
To
Ooh.
hit it from his own end zone.
Yeah, we definitely getting Kevin Watt for the free. Hey, if y'all go to the Old Spice Challenge, they got George Kittle. If you need a 90-yard play, go there for the punt and just kick it. That's your do that like 11 times, you be straight.
Punting unit comes out to the field.
Nice.
Let's see. I ain't even looked over at my board. Carolina, man. Who is this though?
I'm new to the chat. I've been here for a minute, man.
Oh, you new
I
to the
really
chat? What up though? What up though?
What's good? I just tapping in, man. That's all it is.
You a Panther fan?
Oh no, I'm a Steelers fan, bro. I'm from
Steelers
Carolina.
fan?
bro.
Okay, I gotta put you in the box
I'm back.
over there
I'm
with
old
VR
school,
and-
bro. Yeah, I'm old school, bro. Look, I say old school before Carolina had a team. I'm a Steelers
got you.
fan, bro.
That makes sense.
And now the punting
Yeah.
unit will come on.
80s baby.
Steelers out there trying to get something done. Joe
We
Burrow
trying
hurt.
to, man.
The Browns
We
ain't
trying
doing
to,
that. They
man.
didn't bench Flacco, so really just the Ravens is down bad. Y'all got a chance to run away with the division early.
Man, we got a chance, man, but you know how this been going for years and years on end.
Yeah, what
been
y'all
trying-
got to do is keep Aaron Rodgers
We
healthy.
been, we been rebuilding. We got a decent quarterback right about now. We made some mistakes in the past.
Tone say you got an excuse to not rep the Panthers. 'Cause Tone a Panthers fan, so he said you got an excuse if you was there before they got there.
Tom, I'm from South Carolina, man. You from North Carolina, man. I remember 2015, y'all came in there. What is?
Man,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
if the Titans sold their team to Alabama, bro,
Ooh, that's gonna be different.
Yeah, if the state of Alabama got the Titans, like more than likely they'd be in Huntsville or Birmingham. So
Exactly, man. We trying to take college football and take it to NFL.
man, they fan the Titan fan base are double, but I mean Nashville is a huge city though. So
Yeah,
And
they
they got,
is a huge city, man.
they got country music that ain't going nowhere.
You know what? I'm dead.
He said he from South Carolina, 843.
Yeah, I'm from 843 too, man. From
Y'all
the
from the
coast,
same
man.
spot.
Yeah, I'm from down by that water, man.
Team out, ready to send this
Y'all
one
be
away.
saying Bo.
Nah, he from Churchtown, and he from Charleston. I'm from Beaufort. It's a difference.
I got you.
Yeah, it's a difference. He from the Chuck. He said Bo. He from the Chuck or he Walterboro, man. He from 95, man. I know what it is.
They're all set to punt this one away.
We say Bo down there. We say Bo in the country parts. One of them
Who that
geechies,
is?
man.
Mayor say Bo.
Yeah, I got family from the Bowtown area too. Yeah, Geechies though.
Man, y'all South Carolina, North Carolina people just as country as we is here.
Nah, man. North Carolina kind of a little bit more upbeat.
The punt team.
A little bit more uppity.
They're a little more uppity, man.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
All I'm gonna say is, boy, what you for talk about?
What'd you say?
We say, boy, what you for talk about? Boy, what part of Carolina I'm from?
Mm,
Special teams out
Chronic
to the
fan,
field,
what up?
ready for
Hey,
this
Chronic,
play.
man, I told you them Bears is gonna take a step in the right direction this year. I don't know about the playoffs, but I like what Ben Johnson doing already.
What you think they gonna do, man?
Talking about the Bears?
Yeah.
I mean, I just like the offensive coordinator understand what Caleb Williams is. Like, you can't get somebody that's mobile and like to throw off schedule and just try to sit him in the pocket and make him just strictly a pocket passer. I feel like that's what's listening to the press conference from the Titans today. It's like the reporters is like, why you not RPO and screening and letting
20-yard line.
Cam Ward throw on the move more? Like when he throw on the move, he magical. They got him back there. They're saying they want to force him to, like, why are you forcing him to throw from the pocket with no receivers and no line? Let him move around. Let him play his type of game.
Let him play this type of game.
Because I mean, we like the worst screen team in the league. So I think adding RPO would help that screen game, like the quick game. Like Tyler Lockett is not gonna run after the catch. Van Jefferson is not running after the catch. Really don't really run after the catch for real. For he can, but he don't. Like you know what I'm saying? Like get them boys into a rhythm. Like RPO it. Get steal 5 yards on first down with it. Like, don't make him feel like he gotta just drop back and beam with receivers that can't get open and can't catch. They put the chart out like Calvin really had the worst separation out of any starting receiver in the league this year. He just ain't been on his game.
I think if you're that type of coach, why try to change the play? You're trying to get into the league and get him in there. Why even mess with it like that? If that's your game plan, it may not a fit for you.
He said South Carolina still living in segregation.
Yeah, the damn sure is.
That's crazy.
That's
like,
crazy, but it's one of them states, bro.
Bama ain't as bad as people make it seem. Like Mississippi's still close.
South Carolina still living in segregation. That's crazy. I mean, it is what it is, man, but I mean, it depends on what part of South Carolina you in. I left the area.
You left the area where you in there?
Yeah, I'm in Charlotte, man. North Carolina. Ain't no different. I left that South Carolina mentality. The good old boys and everything else. What you say?
Hey, anybody seen the auction house back up? I don't want to stop doing my challenges to this one done. I'm trying to get this. He played for y'all, the Villanueva, the left tackle. He a Steelers Kim. I'm trying to get max him to like 88.
You get him, man.
I need them free cars, man. I ain't giving EA no money. Bro, it's hot. Boy, some of y'all been watching me for a long time. I used to have a couch under where that TV is at. And my kid that's in here now,
Let me teach you how to vibe.
You can watch my old videos. She be on the couch. But like, I broke that couch. I broke that.
He said I broke that couch.
I broke the couch. I had sat down on it too hard one day and the leg snapped. I think I might have been on stream.
Sorry, bro.
And then she ain't had nowhere to sit. Like I got old pictures with it because I had a navy blue couch.
He said he ain't no way to say it.
So she got the weight bench in here then. Like they got some little chairs and stuff they got. I told her, I said, you can start coming back in here, sitting in the background if you want. Shit. I hate I ain't got the couch no more for. I done broke so much stuff in this room though, like it ain't make sense. That's why I be trying to be calm now.
It's cool, man. It's life, man. It's game,
I
man.
be
It is
trying
what
to
it
be.
is, man.
I don't let the game give me spicy no more, bro. Some of the
You
people
let
in
it
the
get
chat be
spicy,
wanting
bro?
me to get teed up by, bro. Like, no.
Don't tee up, bro. Chill out, bro.
Hey,
You chill out,
it
bro.
ain't good for your health, man. Let this game have you stressed out.
It damn sure ain't, man. Could get what? Every day you'll be right back at it tomorrow.
Man, what? Hey,
Later.
listen, that's
Later.
how the song goes. Like, right back in here tomorrow. Cause
Right back
it's
here
like watching
tomorrow.
the Titans, man. Like, it's like watching the Titans on Sunday, bro.
It's like watching your favorite team fail over and over. It's gonna be distress.
But I
Hey,
love
man,
I love that some of y'all now, because of my stream, y'all get to see the Tennessee media. Tennessee media be
Yeah.
going in. Like Nashville
Yeah.
media don't play, so like when they
Yeah.
was asking them like about them trick plays they ran, like bro, I was yelling at the TV like, bro, Cam Ward on fire, boom, 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 3 first down, orbit, motion, reverse, throwback pass, like bro, like come on, man, like just run a regular play. But that ain't the worst play I seen the Titans run. If y'all really follow me, y'all know when we played the Jaguars with Josh Dobbs, they did a wide receiver slant throwback pass against the Jaguars. You got a backup, you got a 4th string quarterback throwing the trailing burst, and he caught the ball and tried to throw it all the way to the other side of the field to who's the little scat back we had that year? Derrick Henry got hurt. Not Foreman, but Dontrell Hilliard. Like he tried, like bro, like y'all trying to do. You gonna throw him a slant on the right side of the field, and he gonna catch it, take 2 steps, and throw it all the way to the side of the field, like Music City Miracle type stuff. Like bro, what it? Just call the RPO or a screen pass, bro. You ain't got to try to do flea flickers and stuff. Like Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter sacked him on the flea flicker. Like, you know it's a bad play when you get sacked by 2 people at the same time on the trick play.
That's crazy.
It's just like Steelers, I seen y'all do the brotherly shove, but Aaron Rodgers was standing there with his hands on his hips. I said he looked so funny standing there.
Hey. Why you gotta do that, bro?
But Aaron Rodgers was standing there like he was
confused. He was like, "What's going on here?" Yeah.
I said, man, he ain't even gave them like no visible thought he might get the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
That boy Aaron Rodgers funny.
Why he's still in the league a little bit? I don't know. I'm happy to see him, but at the same time,
See, exactly what I thought about him is what's going on. Like,
yeah,
he gonna be good, but
I don't know how good long he gonna be good for.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all start getting in the second half of the season and y'all ain't winning games, or like you still gotta groom a quarterback past this year because he's not playing next year. Like now, if y'all make a long run, he might come back. But if he come back, he's not going to training camp. He's not doing none of that. He's not doing no team activities.
Look, I'm gonna be the first one to say it, man. Why he trying to be Tom Brady in a minute, man? I promise you. I mean, I know you're trying to get it still, but last quarterback I expected for us to get. Last one. I'm like Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, huh? You've been doing this thing, but 40 plus, gotta chill a little bit. It's like right now with the Steelers, like you come to us like quarterback branches, like you at the bottom of the pool.
Really, I just think y'all didn't really have a good plan after.
We lost our receiving core. We lost our receiving. Ben should have been retired. I'm gonna be the first one.
But he
to
do
say.
what Aaron Rodgers doing now. Like, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna come back.
But I'm gonna come back. But you done bounce from team to team. But Ben was business from the beginning. But Aaron Rodgers and added a piece to it. How long can he last? That's facts. To keep us winning, winning season.
Yeah, I mean, he like what y'all got him for. I thought he was gonna tax y'all. He really didn't even tax y'all for real. I ain't gonna lie.
No, because we lost the receiving core.
So like,
think about it.
When Aaron, I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers. You talking about?
We picked up defense, but we lost the receiving core.
He said how
Yeah.
Xavier Howard gonna retire. Yeah, that was crazy. He got a bad grade at cornerback. He just retired. And the Colts is winning. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just quit. Xavier Howard just quit. Like, hey, what y'all think about Cam Smith? Y'all think Cam Smith on a new home could get straight? Say Cam Ward need to line the hold up because he be pressured every play. But that's why I was talking with the Titans media though. Is saying like, you talking with the Titans media, bro? Like,
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely gonna.
You gotta screen it in RPO or something to slow down the defense. We don't got we haven't had but 100-yard rusher in the last on this losing streak, and that was against the Jags. So it's like if you ain't got no run game to slow down the edge rush, and your receivers ain't getting open and catching the ball, like a screen game or some RPO is about the only thing that's gonna slow somebody down from just saying we finna go get Cam. A screen might make them say, man, hold up. Yeah, he got the bad PFF grade and just quit, bro. Xavier Howard said, bro, I'm done. You think Carolina, man, bounced out. Well, I appreciate you hopping in, Carolina, man. Y'all all welcome to hop in and rap in the disky. But see, that's the thing about it is if you're not running it and you behind the sticks and you stay getting penalties, it's hard. And then when they drop passes, people is dogging him out about being an inaccurate pass, but bro, if y'all gonna drop 5 or 6 passes up until this point in the season, you can't really drop trip on. How many times you seen Bo Nix or Patrick Mahomes or Herbert or anybody throw a bad pass that wasn't the best accurate pass, but they caught the ball? It happens all the time. Catch the football. I do want to check out this though.
The cadence and things in that nature, maybe the center or the guard. Like I said, we got to play them again, so I don't want to kind of give up too much tail. But, that's always a good thing when the D lineman can get off the ball fast. And, I kind of use that to my advantage, especially when I'm right over the ball like that. You never know. I think when I'm able to move around on the line of scrimmage like that for guys, because honestly, a lot of guys don't know, I was supposed to be the 3 technique on that play, where James was supposed to have been at, where was James Lynch were lined up at. But it would just so happen, I'm like, James, you go to the 3 technique. Let me get right here. So, just to be able to have that, freedom to be able to move around like that and take advantage of, going against
basically
centers.
saying that Texas O-line so
dumb,
where
they
he
maybe
moved out
messed
the way.
up the play, but
They
with
double teamed the wrong play.
my mindset right before that play happened, it was to get off the ball, use that advantage that I knew coming into that game, that key I had to get off the ball. So
I know the head coach has kind of raved about your play, but also how you kind of set a tone for guys to follow in here. Is that something you do consciously or just play and hope they follow what you do?
I kind of one of the things is, you, especially being a leader and the captain on this team is, if you're preaching it, do it. Also, so I think as much as I try to talk about it, I try to be about it. You go out there and, you try to hold guys to a high standard. You talk about it in the locker room. You talk about it on the field.
Scrap with the resub. Appreciate the love, bro.
When I look in the mirror, if I'm not doing it myself, I have no rights to do that. So each time I step on the field, I want to play my tail off. I want to, be disruptive. And, that's my main goal. And I kind of came into the season with that goal, be in the moment, not worry about no stats. But, once I'm in the moment, once I'm, taking play by play and, doing my job, the stats and everything else will come. So, each and every game I come into this, each and every day I would come into this game, and from practice to the game is hold myself to a higher standard, and then, hopefully that could, like you said, hopefully rub off on other guys as well.
Jeff, you've been diplomatic somewhat in terms of talking about this team's struggles over the last few years. Cam was pretty blunt in his post-game comments Sunday. What's kind of your reaction to that?
Me and Cam talked about that off record. I'm going to keep that between me and Cam. But, man, at the end of the day, we 0-4. And when you turn on the tape, everybody like I said, Cam has the right to speak how you want to speak to the media. But, I had some advice for him. And like I said, I keep that off record. But at the end of the day, we all have when these microphones in front of you, they can blow up, just one part of what you're saying. But I think at the end of the day, man, when you turn on the tape, it's the reason why we come in and be like, we right there. It's the reason why we come in and be like, I feel like we have a chance to go win football games on Sundays, because it's the small things that when you get into fourth quarter, and we talking about it, and I'm sure you guys hear from Denard, like, we get into the fourth quarter and start making up things. We're missing too many tackles. He showed us a stat today to where we had 2 missed tackles in the first half versus in our second half of the games, we got like 35 missed tackles. And that shows, a football team that not doing the things and holding that stamina into the second half. So I think that's the thing we need to focus on to win football games. And, like I said, it's the reason why I come in and say, we are right there. It's just a small thing we can fix that's going to help us win the football game.
Jeff, you mentioned you don't see Arizona a lot, Jeff. Obviously, you don't see them a lot. But what do you remember about the last time y'all played Tyler?
You better keep him in the well. You got to keep him in the pocket. He's a guy that, make a lot of plays with the legs. He want to throw on the run. If we could keep him in the well, keep him in the pocket, we could disrupt the middle of the pocket. All edge players have to play good. They have to make sure. Well, I'm not even going to say our edge players. Us up front got to play good. We got to be able to collapse the pocket. We have to be on the same page, rushing against a guy like this. I think last time, I can remember, he took my ankles from me one time. So it's like one of the things when you get him in space and if you let him get out the pocket, he could hurt the defense. He could throw in the ball. He throwing the ball off his back leg. It's a little like a baseball player, which we all know he is a baseball player. So I think at the end of the day, when we're on the same page, rushing together up front, we'll have some success against this guy. But the first thing is going to be able to stop the run. I did see one of their running back I heard, another running back I heard, but I'm sure they're going to still try to establish the run, because a lot of things they do is off the run, play action pass. But when you get them into that passing situation, we got to keep them in the pocket.
Jeff, how did you play right now, match up against the best play of your career? Are you playing as well or better than you've ever played?
My goal each and every day to be better than I was yesterday. All I've been focused on this year, and not focused on, because I can't go back and control none of that play, but, my goal is to keep showing up for my team and doing my job. So, if that's playing as the outside world, or, you hear from the coaches that I'm playing my best ball, I need to keep doing that. And my goal is to keep playing at a high level, and hopefully we can get a win soon.
It felt great. It's been a long, however many weeks it's been, but it felt great to be back out there with my teammates.
What do you think this process is going to be like in trying to prove that you're ready to go?
That's the point. It's not, it's not proven. It's just being confident in myself and just taking one day at a time.
How tough has it been to watch, obviously the first 4 weeks without being able to contribute?
It's been tough, just going through my own battles with my injury, and but yeah, it's been tough. But the past is the past. It's like we get to move forward now.
What are some of the things you did to kind of maintain the right mindset and be ready when it is your turn?
Just making sure I was connected, travel with the team, did everything with the team, make sure I stayed in meetings, make sure I was focused and attentive,
You feel like explosion's back and you're kind of feeling like yourself again?
Just taking one day at a time, man, one day at a time. And it's a blessing to be out there. It's a blessing to be moving. I just think back 6 weeks from now, like, man, 6 weeks ago, I wasn't even walking. So I'm super.
You feel like you can bring a spark to this offense?
Yeah.
In what ways?
We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Sunday is right around the corner. We're going to see. Just taking one day at a time.
What was it like for you when you first, because you had such a good camp and off season, and then had an unfortunate injury down there. What was it like the couple of days after dealing with it?
Adversity. Me and adversity, I guess we became friends. I've been through so much. I've been through so much physically. We became friends. Another bump in the road, another obstacle I had to get over, and like I said, I'm super blessed. Stayed in a great headspace. Got great teammates and my family. They supported me a lot, and they made sure I was great. Thank you to my mom and my dad too, man. They had my back the whole time. This whole 6 weeks, they made sure everything was right for me. So thank y'all.
Sorry to be the late guy. Are you optimistic about playing as early as this Sunday? Do you think you might get activated?
Just like I said, just really taking one day at a time. Just working through what I got to work through, and it's all up on them what they want to do.
You mentioned your mom and dad. What were they? Daily calls, daily information?
Nah, they was there with me, man. They got my house all the way together.
Yeah.
They made sure my little 2 dogs was good. Valentine and Marlo, they a handful, but they helped me out with a lot of different things. And like I said, thank you to my mom and my dad again.
You got to flush it no matter what. It's a new week every single week, new challenge every single week, so you can't hang on to a loss. Got to find a way to make the corrections and come into new week ready to win.
How do you maintain the confidence and make sure everybody's on that same page with a clean slate?
Obviously we're losing, so there's not a lot to highlight, but try to find some optimism in the good things that we are doing, because we are doing a lot of great things, and it's just about building on those great things and stacking plays and finish the game.
Is it the quickest sack you've ever seen from Jeff?
Yeah, for sure. That was like half a second. Yeah.
Is he playing at a different level, you think?
Yeah, Arsenal's messed up.
Yeah, he's been always playing great to me. I never seen him seem like he had a down year. Every time I step on the field, I know what I'm getting out of Jeff, and every single year he's been a hell of a player.
Your quarterback obviously didn't mince words the other day when assessing how the team was doing. As a veteran, a guy that's been here, are you okay hearing that from a rookie? And Jeff said he had to talk to him on the side a little bit.
Yeah.
But what was your reaction to that?
That was just in the moment. He just kind of said how he was talking to you guys as if he's talking to his buddies, which is good for you guys. But just trying to find a way to be able to express how you feel, but also understand that you are a leader and a first-round pick and a quarterback of a team. So everyone's going to look up to you, whether you take it serious or not. We want to stay positive whenever we can.
He also maintained that he's not lost any confidence. How good is that to hear that a rookie quarterback?
Yeah, no,
given everything that you guys have gone through the first 4 games.
Yeah, he definitely didn't lose confidence. He's a guy that's a winner. He wants to win, so he's going to do whatever he can every week to come out and help us do that.
I know you talked about Murray, a guy like Harrison Jr. I covered his old man like a million years ago. It's hard to believe his son's in the league.
Yeah.
From a physical standpoint, how difficult is he to deal with?
Big guy, big receiver. He can run. He can go up and get it. So it's definitely going to be a challenge. We got to understand where McBride is at. They're going to try to find 85 and 18 and take those 2 guys away. Will give us a chance.
We talked to him. He didn't mean it. it came off bad. Yeah. We knew what he meant, but we just told him, you got to be careful with your words. And that's that. There's no, we're with Cam. He's one of our teammates. We all love him, and so there's no animosity or anything like that towards him.
Yeah. He also said, he maintains he's not lost any confidence. How important is that going to be for him going forward, and how good is that to hear?
Yeah, that's very important. You got to keep your confidence. Once your confidence is shook, it's tough sledding more than it already is, and so you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in each other and believe in this team, and we just got to ignore the outside noise and just stick together.
How dangerous is this Arizona offense? Obviously, mobile quarterback, unique.
Yeah.
A lot of weapons to deal with, too.
Yeah, they're good. They got a lot of weapons, like you said, and, his element of being able to run the ball with his legs, that just adds another layer to the offense, and so, it's definitely going to be a good test for us.
Jeff mentioned, keeping him in the well, keeping him in the pocket, because obviously he's a guy that likes to get out of the pocket and throw the ball. Right?
Yeah, that's important. Try to keep him in the pocket as much as you can. There's going to be times where he's going to get out and run, but, as much as you can make him a pocket passer, that's going to be that's an important thing.
Jeff also talked about sustaining that level of intensity defensively into the fourth quarter. What do you think it's going to take to do that on a consistent basis?
Just, leveling up on your height and focus. Just like we practice here with the plays and working on getting our bodies right, you got to do the same thing for your mind. And so, going into this game, it's something we've talked about already this week. And so it's something we got to remind each other as a team, when we go out on the field, we got to take the field together as a team and just before we go out every time, just check in as a team and make sure everyone's mind's on the same page, and just, like I said, just that heightened level of focus.
Is it the quickest sack you've probably ever seen from Big Jeff?
That was fast, yeah. That's why, as we said in film, I was like, that was fast. That was fast.
Is he kind of playing at a different level?
Yeah, he's playing good ball. You know, he's an animal, and so, you know, all of us around him just gotta, you know, go with him. You know.
Cody, what do you feel like this team needs at this point to get it turned around?
We need a win. I mean, but no, seriously, no. I think you know, once we get that first win, just because you know this is a young team, and so it's hard to win in this league. And you know, the biggest thing is just execution. You know, just playing clean ball, and you know that gives you a chance to win, right? I mean, you do things that hurt yourself and hurt the team. That's one less chance you give yourself as a team to win the game. And so, you know, all jokes aside, you know, a win is something that we do need. And you know, I think once you get one win, and you show the collective group, you know, the recipe that is to get a win, I think the rest, it'll just follow suit after that.
Playing well, and then Demo on the other side, you know, handling, you know, those two guys are some of the better rushers in the league for sure. And, you know, I'm happy with what we're doing, and we're just, you know, using it to try to get better every week.
Lion actually didn't play bad against the Texans, I ain't gonna lie.
He's an amazing, you know, I was lucky enough to get to play with him in Baltimore, and just the way he approaches his day, the things he can do, just, you know, with his just natural ability, it really is impressive to watch. You know, it gives me hope I can get to year 18 too.
So the challenges that pass rush presents then, and that defense presents, what do you see from Arizona?
Oh, they do everything. You know, they do in a very, you know, intricate system, a great, you know, D-line, linebackers, safeties. They all work together to create confusion and just do a little bit of everything. And you know, it's pretty impressive to watch, and it'll be a great challenge for us.
As a veteran in this league, obviously Cam was pretty honest about your comments and the way you guys are playing. How did the locker room take that in as a veteran? How did you kind of see that too?
You know, I think, like I've said before, Cam's a fiery dude. You know, he's taking everything to heart right now. You know, we all want to play better, and you know, Cam's just calling it like he sees it right now, and you know, we're all using it, you know, motivation to keep moving forward, keep going better. There's a lot of season left, and we can do a lot of good things if we just keep going forward.
He's also taking accountability for some of the sacks that you guys have had this year. How much of it is that relationship growing between you giving him what he needs and then vice versa, quarterback offensive line relationship?
You know, you just kind of figure it out as you go. There's so many factors when you're out there actually playing ball, timing, things here, things there, yeah. And, you know, we're just figuring it out as we go, and eventually I'm sure it'll smooth itself out.
On that right side with you, how did you feel like, you know, Ollie did and you know, challenges that they're going to have?
I think Ollie Udo played better than that.
Ollie, I think he did great. You know, getting thrown out there, you know, going into Houston, you know, heck of a challenge. I think he handled everything.
This is Pinnacle Financial Partners Titans Tonight. Visit titansbanking.com to learn about their convenient mobile banking. Pinnacle Financial Partners, member FDIC. I'm Amy Wells. Keith Bullock is here. It's his show. And Rhett Bryan is also here. Guys, it's week 5 already. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
I think Keith Bullock can still play linebacker.
Long week 5. Now, what makes you say that, Keith Bullock?
I feel like I've been here before a couple times.
It feels equally to me as though this season has shot by the first 4 games, and also as if we've been in season for about 300 months. Like, it feels like training camp was light years ago. But it feels like all of a sudden we're in week 5, and I mean, fall is falling and autumn is upon us.
Not enough.
I know,
it's still hot here, but
the leaves are turning. They're probably just dying because they're dry, but whatever. The leaves are still turning. Yeah, right? However, the Titans are not where they want to be. 0-4. Not how you want to be going into week 5, but it's the reality of the situation right now. Keith Bullock, you have been in these situations before.
Yeah, I mean,
as a leader in the locker room, what's your message to the team?
Depends on what the locker room's like. You know, and to be fair, the team that I was 0-6 on, we started the season before 10-0, so it's 2 different things. But what doesn't change is the scene in the locker room. And what I mean by that, you know, on the outside, we're not privy to what actually takes place in the locker room. I remember a season, my second year here, when we weren't playing well. I think we may have lost 3 games in a row. We were only 7-9 this particular year. And, you know, the senior linebacker in my room, Eddie Robinson, he just noticed that everybody was, after practice rushing back in to get to the players' lounge to shoot pool or play ping pong or just, whatever it was. And I remember him specifically going in there, breaking the pool sticks and taking all the ping pong paddles, because at the end of the day, yeah, the players' lounge is a place for you to relax and, get some time. But when you're not playing good football, no one deserves to be in the players' lounge. And, during my tenure, I wouldn't say the 0-6 team, but there was 2 years where we were 5-11, then we went 4-12. But when I played, there were former players that played here in the building. Marcus Robinson being one of them. And during that stretch when, that second year when we were 4-12 early in that season, he told me, you're too good of a player to accept the things that are going on. And, when you're not winning, you're usually playing with younger guys that haven't been in the position and they don't really know what the expectation is. And me being someone that played with Mark Robb, and that he was a part of the team that took this Titans organization to the Super Bowl, I kind of got the drift. And Jeff Fisher said to me at one point, because he could see my frustration on the film, when you watch the film, players miss a tackle, my body language, throwing my arms up, and then I noticed that looks terrible on film, because what I do know is these guys that go out every Sunday right now are not trying to mess up. They're not trying to, do the wrong things, but look, things happen fast, and, I was just telling Coach Mack as we were walking in here, football is not easy. If it was, everyone would do it. But, I just started to demand accountability from my teammates. And we did have a bunch of guys that would go before practice. They're in the lockers playing Mario Kart, Super Nintendo, and then after practice, they're coming back so they can get back to their paused Super Nintendo Mario Kart. So I went and I broke the whole thing. I left them $400 or $500 to repay it, but we're not playing no games. The only games that we're playing is after practice and after we watch film with our coach, defense. We're watching film as a defense for 45 minutes. We're going to order some food in here. We're going to watch practice as a defense for 45 minutes. The offense used to do that too. Their leaders would get them together to sit down and watch our opponents, so we don't have those mental mistakes.
Yeah,
At least
two-time they end up
we
playing
are
ping
showing
pong,
that
so.
we care enough to put the extra time in when we're not supposed to be in the building after work hours to study our opponent, because it means that much to me. And I'm not saying that's not happening here. They could be doing that every single day and morning, but I know that's what it starts, and it starts with what's actually taking place within the locker room amongst the team.
Well, and it also takes leaders who are, A, not afraid to speak up and say, hey, guys, we need to do something radically different. And B, it takes leaders who are able to notice things and kind of read the room and find places where they can insert themselves. Cam Ward is what comes to mind when you tell those stories, because he's a guy who has publicly taken accountability for things that are going on. He is somebody who we know is not afraid to speak his mind, but he's also someone who has a really good way about him, even as a young guy, as a rookie player. He's great at relating to guys where they are and figuring out how to communicate with each guy. I would assume, and I don't know this, but I would assume that when you went in and destroyed essentially everybody's Nintendos, you also knew these guys enough to know that, yeah, this might make them a little angry, but this isn't going to destroy everything about him, because you knew him. You had an idea of what that relationship was, right?
Well, at this point, I was an all-pro player, so I don't feel like it's fair to put it on Cam Ward to have to get these guys going. These guys are supposed to be teaching him as a rookie who's only played 4 games how to be a professional, the approach to take. You bring guys in for big money that are veterans that are supposed to set the tone. Those are the guys that are supposed to do that. So those are the people that are actually letting the rookie down. If these guys that were brought in that have played, over 100 games and so on and so however many years in the NFL, these are the guys the organization brought in to take steps forward. The organization brought in Kevin Mawai, Chris Hope, and David Thornton. These guys, David Thornton wasn't a first-round draft pick. Chris Hope wasn't a first-round draft pick. Kevin Mawai, Hall of Famer. But these guys come from organizations that won football games and there was a way to win. And, we have some guys that come from those organizations, so that's where the leadership really needs to come from. Big Jeff has been here the entire time. He's going to go down with the ship of the Tennessee Titans. I was that player. And honestly, when we were 4-12 and 5-11, I didn't think about asking for a trade or anything like that. But had I had to do it again, I would probably ask for a trade because I went through those times and, I feel like a great part of my good football wasn't acknowledged, was missed. So, I call those empty seasons. Right now, these are empty seasons. When you're not playing for anything, you're just in the league representing the name on the back of your jersey and the symbol on your helmet, which is the Titans symbol. And until you get a nucleus of guys that work in that fashion, it's going to be tough.
Well, the Titans have some veteran players right now who on the field especially are really showing out. One of those guys is Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has been running incredibly hard and bearing a tremendous portion of the run game just on his shoulders due to injury and due to other things. He has 261 rushing yards and a touchdown so far this season. How important is it to see those grinded out guys, the guys who have the tough jobs, continue to show up week after week? Is that motivating to a team?
It's motivating, but it's going to be tough for Tony Pollard to finish the season if he's going to have to take, so much of the workload, and hopefully Tajay Spears comes back. But, yes, he's definitely that's one of the things that you try and do. That's the type of player you try and be when your team isn't playing up to their ability. You try and be the bright spot in a dull situation that, shines light on other people, that kind of brings people along, because at this point, there's nothing to talk about, for anyone, because everyone's saying the same thing. I think actions speak louder than words for everyone. And I know everyone in that locker room feels the same way, but it's their job to answer, the same redundant questions week in and week out, especially if you're losing. But once again, it comes down to the guys up front. Tony Pollard could be doing way more because we know he's explosive. And for the last few years, we've been hearing about Bertha. Well, Bertha ain't really paying off, because I feel as if these guys have to move this 400-pound sled, why can they not get pushed off the line of scrimmage? And that's just from the outside, looking in when I watch on Sundays and being a listener and a fan of the Titans.
For those of you who are new here, Bertha is not a human. She is a sled.
And she has a sister named Olga.
Yes, and she is a...
There's two of them?
Yeah, there's
Bertha
two of
and
them.
Olga.
And they are rather difficult to manage, but the offensive line works out on those all the time.
They moving
You
that sled
mentioned
around, but
Tajay
can't move a
Spears.
person. Devin, what up?
Little news. Tajay Spears was moved to the team's designated to return to practice list, meaning that his window has opened for him to
21-day window.
come back off of injured reserve and return to the team. So we are excited about that, seeing him out at practice, seeing how he is able to get back onto the field. Rhett, give us a little Tajay Spears thumbnail. Could you tell us a little bit about what he will provide for this offense and how he will spell Tony Pollard a little bit?
It's a couple things, because Keith said it, and that's the reason why some of this stuff with the offense has happened the way it has in the first 4 games. They're trying to keep Tony Pollard upright, healthy. The guy's getting contact every play because he's a running back. And we saw down the stretch how he got banged up because he was used so much. And he was actually inactive in week 17. And Tajay started that game in Jacksonville. So the news of Tajay coming into the mix in this is huge because, yes, both of them have very similar skill sets, but there are some things that Tony does better than Tajay and vice versa. And if for no other reason, the whole deal of nobody's coming to save you. Well, in the running back room, number 2 is on his way back. And that's a big deal because we've seen what Tajay can do. And I think he can help with that run game, not only in giving Tony Pollard some rest and reps, off of this, but the practice reps that are split up and all those kinds of things. It's nothing but a good thing to have Tajay Spears back into the mix.
Yeah, I agree with Rhett. And, it's funny because I remember, having a conversation with Chris Johnson and Lindell White, Smash and Dash, and they said the hardest game that they ever played that they remember is when we went up and we were 10-0 and we played the Bears up in Soldier Field. And Chris, they both were like, well, I'm glad we had to keep switching. We had a rotation because, that was a tough game that they feel if they just had to be them in a game like that, neither one said they wouldn't have made it. It would have been a tough game. So that brings me fast forward to Tony Pollard having to, and I didn't even take into account the practice reps that he has to get the game plan in. Tajay Spears, he was one of those guys that was having a really good preseason camp. He's in a contract year. Tajay Spears is one of the guys I had an opportunity to speak with this summer. And every time, I come across a Titans player and I get an opportunity to speak to him, I speak to him very real and very candidly about, whatever their goals are and what they want to be in this league. And Tajay shared some of those things with me. And I told him, look, man, well, I tell you what, this is your third year. You're on the last year of your deal. This is the year to make it happen. So, if all those things that you want to aspire for you as a professional athlete, as a football player, this is your year. So it was interesting. It was great to hear when I was hearing how well he was doing in preseason camp because he got the memo. So he's someone I'm definitely looking forward to see. And not for nothing, man, I would like to see, and I know that the different pass protections may cause tight ends to stay in, so on and so forth. But I would love to see Chigakonkwo get into the offense a little bit more. I know we're working things out with new signal caller, so on and so forth. But I think some of those running back screens we're running could very easily be tight end screens. And, just to throw the defenses off a little bit, give them a little something to think about.
Tajay Spears,
being
you know how
honest.
big a fan I am of him, and
I'm surprised they let
the
somebody so
positive
honest be in
person
the front
that
office.
he is, the energy that he brings. I think that's something that this Titans team, people can go down a list of things they think they need. I think that's one of them. That is, because he's hasn't practiced in 6 weeks. He went out with an ankle in that Tampa preseason game, and a lot has happened since then. And so he has perspective coming back into the mix of this thing.
Yeah, and you know what? If you it's been 4 games. It's been a quarter of the season. If you look at these 4 games, the way I break it down is the defense has held the offense held the team in every single game. Special teams has come through and, put the offense and put the team in great position. These games have been winnable, even though they started off with a tough schedule. The Rams were tough. Denver was tough. Had some games that were more winnable, but for the most part, those are like top-notch teams. That being said, the offense has to show up this week. If you're just being fair about everything, where the team is, and Big Jeff said it last week, the playmakers have to step up and make plays, and no one's saying that they're not trying to do that. It's about game planning. The NFL is a copycat league. Coach Mack says it all the time. Well, it's time for the Titans to start copying and using some plays that were affected the week before, the following week, because I remember as a player what worked against us the week before, you best believe our next opponent were running those plays.
Right, and Denard Wilson and the coordinator's availability this week. We need to stop playing 30 minutes and 45 minutes. We need to play 60 minutes. We need to finish what we start. We need to play 4 quarters. And, that there's just so many fundamental things that seem so elementary that I think is the place where they start in this. It's just – but you're right about schedule. I mean, that wasn't a cakewalk going through all that. And, you're in the second of 3 straight road games right now. And, there's a lot of tough. I mean, it's a battle every week. You know that.
Yeah, every week.
You
and
did it.
Every game is winnable. So that's why, you watch the film on Monday because it's never as bad as you think. You see all the areas where things went wrong. Football is definitely a game of inches, sometimes yards. But that's why I say it starts in that locker room because everyone needs to be in it together. Everyone needs to be on the same page. And to be honest, the leaders that are making plays needs to hold their teammates accountable, even if it means getting in somebody's butt sometimes, because at the end of the day, I was about that. Kyle Vanderbosch called me Captain A-hole, and that's fine because, 0-4 sucks. Losing in the NFL sucks. I didn't want to watch SportsCenter because I didn't want to hear them talk about how bad my team was. And then the next year, it's like, forget that. I know I don't suck because I represent the name on the back of my jersey. So if we as a team want to get up to that, those people that feel they don't suck need to show it on Sundays and hold those guys that are sucking accountable.
All right. Well, we don't suck here on this show, so we are going to take a quick break. But when we come back, I want to talk about Big Jeff and a quick play that he made last week. So stick around. Welcome back to Pinnacle Financial Partners Titans Tonight. Amy Wells here with Rhett Bryan and, of course, Keith Bullock. It is his show after all. Keith, I want to talk to you about Big Jeff because it feels as though in all of the hullabaloo, what gets lost sometimes is how good Jeffrey Simmons is playing right now. He is playing phenomenal football, and I want to hear from someone who is an expert in defensive football specifically. What is going so right for Jeffrey Simmons right now?
Well, he's a dominant player. He's always been that player. He's just playing his game. He's playing his game. He's making the plays that come to him. He's making some plays that don't come to him, and he's forcing the offense to make adjustments around him. But that's one player, So when it starts to really gel, then you get, people next to him doing that. Then you get people, in the linebackers, making tackles for loss. And then now the ball's starting to come out quicker because the quarterback has to worry about the pass rush. Now your secondary can get a little more involved and, make some interceptions because the quarterback doesn't have all day. But I feel like Jeff is one of those players that I was speaking about in the last segment that, look, if the team and the fan base is looking for you to, be a certain player, I think he's answering that call. Like, I've been in Jeffrey Simmons' shoes before. My brother said, I remember, I think it was like 2005, I was on the cover of the Titans yearbook or however it goes, and Jeff's on the cover of the Titans yearbook
there you
this
go.
year.
Yeah.
So my brother said, yeah, you guys must have really had nobody if you're on the cover.
Oh, man.
It was a joke, but my point is, like, normally you have CJ2K, Vince Young, so being in this position, a lot of responsibility comes from it. And I said I probably would have asked for a trade because me personally, I had to become a leader because that's what was asked of me at that time. I don't think just because you speak on the media doesn't make you a leader. That doesn't, if the media goes to you all the time, doesn't necessarily make you a leader. But when you become a leader, you have to be calculated about the way you speak. And to what you said about the Nintendos, like, did I have to worry about hurting people's feelings? No, I took the role as the villain, My role, like, you can go home, talk to your girlfriend about it, your mom about it, call your dad. I don't care. When you come in this building, we're here to work. And that was my mentality. This is a Fortune 500 company, like, hands down. And that was my approach because as a player in the NFL, you ain't nothing if you're not winning, most especially during the season. And then when your career is over, that's why we have some guys teetering the Hall of Fame, so on and so forth, because they may not have won the big game. Are they good enough players to go in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely, but got to win the game sometimes.
All right, let's hone in on Jeff as it pertains to something from your experience, specifically the interior defensive line and specifically what he's doing on the field. Because when I saw the 2.09 second quarterback sack that he had on Sunday in Houston.
Amazing.
I immediately thought of your self-dubbed Tennessee Tyrants group. And there were 2 years, the last 2 years Albert Hainsworth was here. He was absolutely dominant in the middle of that line. And I think about you guys were defending the south end zone at Nissan Stadium in this game. Byron Leftwich was the quarterback. He wasn't with Jacksonville at this time. I think it was with the Falcons. The Falcons, that's right. And he busts through there, and he pulls down Byron Leftwich with one arm, one hand. And Byron Leftwich, we know, is a massive human being as a quarterback anyway. But you can speak to what that did, because, golly, there's some good stuff around with Tony Brown and Kyle Vanden Bosch and, all those guys up front with you. But you can speak to what that looks like from your purview in that second level of the defense.
Yeah, I mean, and there was 2 plays that game. It was that play, and then it was on the goal line, and I think it was like for the game. It was like 3rd and maybe 4th and goal from the 2, and and they ran a toss sweep, off the line toss sweep. Byron Leftwich pitches it, and Albert leapfrogs the offensive line for the tackle, for the loss, for the game winner, and it's still one of the most unbelievable plays I've seen by a guy that size.
And Albert's bigger than Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
But the way Jeffrey Simmons, his motor, and for him to do it down and down and down and down and down again, he has his body in like the tip-top shape to be going for as long as that defense plays and stays on the field in the last 4 games. I just think that he's playing at an all-pro level, and unfortunately, the team isn't playing
Let me teach you
up
how to
to
vibe.
his level. So that's when
Appreciate
the
that follow.
demand from him comes to his teammates. There was a year, I believe it was Vince Young's rookie year, we missed the playoffs. We lost to New England at home. We missed the playoffs by that game. If we would have won, we would have gotten to the playoffs. But then when I go and reevaluate the season, because I always did self-scout, I realized we were the 31st ranked defense in the league. So I go to Albert. I'm like, bro, it's OTAs. I'm like, yo, we were ranked 31st in defense. If we were like top 5, top 10, we're in the playoffs.
Vontae, what up?
So that year, we were top 5 defense. The next year, we were top 5 defense. So what I'm getting at is Big Jeff might have to go to one of his other dogs and be like, yo, just whisper a little something. I need you. I need you to show their importance, because he's not going to be able to do it alone.
He can't.
Right. So he's going to have to go to the people in that locker room that really messes with him, that are foxhole guys. What I mean by foxhole guys is, if the world were to end right now and we're in Walmart and I see, Rocky Boyman, bro, let's go. We're getting in a foxhole. You know what I mean? I say with Rocky because he's going to do all the nature stuff and all that.
Choose wisely.
And he ain't no punk.
Choose
And he ain't no
wisely.
punk neither, so I know I'm going to be good.
He ain't no punk.
Yeah, but Rocky, man, he going to
you how
start
to
a fire. He
Yeah,
going
Keith
to
Booth
make sure
got
we
us
good.
started.
Wilderness survival is in his wheelhouse. Okay.
A lot of people in the
1000%. That's my
Titans
guy.
media, they don't
He
allow
ain't
him to
no
be
punk,
honest.
so I know we good.
Ownership don't,
But I just
he be
know
honest.
what that's like because till Jeff has been
Cam
playing.
was
Jeff
always
has had
first.
a great career.
And it's lonely.
Multiple captainships, multiple Pro
He's
Bowls.
not really small.
But
He's
this
still
stuff,
cut up, though.
And I think it stands out because of where things are with 0-4 record. But I'm going back going, man, Albert was a terror. He was a monster for those 2 seasons.
Well, I'll give you another one. And this is what I remember, even just outside looking in. Jarrell Casey.
Yeah.
Jarrell
Yep,
Casey.
that's a good one.
Jarrell Casey was a beast, and he played a lot of empty seasons. But the Titans wouldn't have been able to get back to prominence if he didn't stick in it, if he didn't stay on people's backs, if he didn't go out there and perform the way he performed, even during the dark times. These are dark times. Like, I honestly vividly remember, after we go out, we're going to win. Coach says everything he says. We go out, we underperform. I pull up to the, I think it was a Tiger Mart then at Nipper's Corner, and there was this lady, this Taiwanese lady, and she would always be, you play good, you play very good, her English was off, but the point is,
she was paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's saying stick with it, and I just started to go to that. Like, that was my feel good on Sundays, to go to get whatever I was getting.
Big Casey was
you know,
the dude.
and, you know, go back to my spot, sit in the dark. I was probably, getting a six-pack or something like that. Go sit in the dark because I wasn't watching, you know, Sports Center at the time. But, like, little things like that. So, like, to the fellas, like, there are definitely people in the community that still believe, a lot of people within Titans Nations that still believe. And to
Driller,
stick
what up?
and
He
to
knows
end on what we were saying about Big Jeff, he is
Yo.
definitely a tremendous bright
Real,
spot
what
in a dull situation.
Man, what's
and
good,
he has
man?
to start, you know,
Yeah,
and I'm
watching
not
the
saying
Keith
he's
Bullitt
not,
show.
but just, you know, get some guys that are coming
Let's
along,
do
that
that.
are
Be
coming
talking about
along with him,
Titans,
because
ain't it?
he can't
Yeah,
be
he was
the
a
only voice.
all-pro
People have
linebacker.
to start being a voice, but
Yeah, I remember when he played.
Well, that's a great
I
story
got you
because
pulled up, but I
I'm
got
glad
on
you
mute on
shared
my
that because
phone,
that's a
you know.
peek behind the curtain at
I don't wanna be on no,
sometimes
mess your
small
little
inspirational
on
things
the
come
sway
from
up.
unlikely
Yeah.
sources,
Yeah,
and that
man.
was one of them. So you went and revisited that particular convenience store knowing
Who you
she'd be
take
there
for your,
and give you,
for your
you
person?
played bad today.
Dang.
Well, it was
Y'all
a-
played good today.
It was a
Auction house
running
ain't open too, so I
conversation.
ain't-
You know, it started
Yeah.
to be a running
I'm spamming
conversation because
challenges
she
right
worked on Sundays, and then, like, you know,
I'm just doing
talk about
everything.
other things. Oh, so close, you're almost there. Just keep telling them because you play good. You know
I
what I'm
gotta
saying?
finish
Keep
these
telling
other
them.
love that.
shits, and
So,
I'm trying
like,
to knock
that's
out,
not like
the
that
little
was
weekly
that's a true
joints.
story because that was a thing. Like, it's like, man, let me go to my convenience store.
There you go.
Let me go to my
But when we
convenience
win, you know,
store.
the couple times we won is high fives, and then she was there also.
Maybe
when
more than
it-
a six-pack,
when it
too.
turned around. When it turned around, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So it was cool.
You remember
give
the
me a
people
better
that are
user.
there in the
Yeah,
rough
for
times,
sure.
That's it.
even in the good times.
Because there's so many people that aren't there for you.
All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break, but when we can turn, more Titans talk and maybe a preview of the Arizona Cardinals right after this. Back with more Pinnacle Financial Partners Titans tonight with Keith Bullock, Amy Wells here, and Rhett Bryan. He's here too. Rhett, I want to talk to you about the Arizona Cardinals. The Tennessee Titans are going on the road. They're headed to Phoenix
Who'd you
in
do
sunny
for the,
Arizona
for
to
the
take on the
Heritage
Cardinals.
Royal?
Don't see
Yeah.
them a
I'm
ton.
spamming
It's
right
been
now
a
to get
minute since we have
Villanueva.
played the Cardinals, and been
okay.
more minutes since we've been to Phoenix.
8 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We were all
I'm
different
just
people
doing
back
one of them. I
then.
ain't been doing I ain't been on
So
it like
tell
that.
me a little bit about the Cardinals. What have you been seeing, especially through on their offense? Let's start there, the offensive side of the ball.
So they
Yeah,
played
left tackle.
Thursday Night Football last week against the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I got Peters
They ended up
and
dropping that game
whatever dude
23-20.
name is
They're 2-2 on the year.
for Cowboys.
And their
so
two losses have come by pretty much last moment's field goals.
I'm cool
So
with the
they've been in
tackles.
every game. And on offense, the epicenter and the
Trying to
genesis of
see.
it is Kyler Murray.
I don't even know who
And
the best
Kyler
guard
Murray,
is, for real.
with the baseball background he's got, this has been his thing
that Hispanic.
from day one.
Somebody said
coming into the
Arroyo was
league
just
is
fast.
making schedules, making plays off schedule with his body. Not as much like a Patrick Mahomes or a Lamar Jackson, but certainly those attributes.
I ain't a fan of
The
that.
big thing that the Titans defense will have to watch is, and they've got some nice wide receivers, but Marvin Harrison Jr. is the big one. He's 6'3" and change, 78-inch
Went on no
wingspan.
family straight. Everybody
As
cool?
you know,
Everybody
become
good,
is becoming a combat catcher. Of his 16 targets, I think 3 of those are 91
Football,
yards
man.
and
Getting ready for playoffs and
a
last game of
score
the
on that.
season, you know.
He's been up and down
Work.
in his career so
Kids,
far, and it
school.
really was evidenced by that game last Thursday.
How'd that go?
5 targets in the first half, only 1 catch. 2 of them resulted in interceptions. One of them was on
Spending
him.
money
He
on
ran
cars,
in
getting cars
when he
fixed.
should have run out. The other one was off of his fingertips. But the second half, he caught all
That
of his
shit about
targets,
broke a nigga
58
pockets,
yards
I
and a
ain't gonna lie.
score. That's the most
Boy, I
targets
know
he's
it.
had in a game in his career. 10
Man, if they don't want
targets in
Marvin
this thing.
Harrison, send him to Nashville.
So he's been a little
I know he ain't been
inconsistent.
playing good, but
And I'm a little concerned that he may have
he
hit
did
a
not need to
switch
go to
from the second
Nashville.
quarter on. We're going to find out. But that is one of those things. The biggest thing they got to watch is Trey
Y'all trying to
McBride, the
get too
tight
much.
end. They run 13 personnel,
oh
which
yeah, Trey
is
McBride
1
gonna
back,
get the ball.
1 receiver, and 3
They don't
tights.
give Marvin the ball enough.
But those
I don't
3
care what
tight ends are
nobody
not
say. I
in a
drop the ball, too,
stack.
if it ain't throwing
They
them
do
like
they
that.
do
don't
change
care.
them up all over the place. And Trey
Get off that
McBride
wood, bro.
is the genesis of where the ball goes through his hands. Nearly. Do you remember when we
Kyler
went
Murray is
to
not that good of a quarterback.
Charlotte to
talk
play
about
the Carolina Panthers in 2019, and Christian McCaffrey was there, and like 45% of the offense went through his hands because he was a dual threat, catching out of the backfield. 30% of the wide receiver, or just the targets, receiver targets, go through Trey McBride's hands since the start of 2024.
Bully, you are having strong reactions to this assessment.
No,
Explain.
my reaction was that Kyler Murray was a quarterback. He's been having his ups and downs through his career. Rhett hit it on the head. He makes a lot of his plays off schedule, when it comes to the passing game. But
Andre,
it's something
what
that
up?
he just said, that
Watching the Keith Bullet show.
30% goes through the tight end, right? So I think that's something that I would do if I were a coach to try and get my young quarterback locked in.
We
Another
had that
thing
conversation
that,
after the show.
Rhett said that stuck out was Marvin Harrison Jr. having his struggles.
Just give him something to talk about. That's how I feel about it.
Last week he did, have a big second half, but his dad, one of my teammates from college, and I remember Marvin Harrison Jr. when he was in high school, and his dad indirectly coaches him. So it's more of a psychology coaching. So it just kind of worries me that he might have the right psychological level. I'm just curious to see. I think it will be a great matchup, especially for Snead. I like how Snead, he's been reactive. Like when he gets called out, like he'll come back the next week. He's been reactive, and I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. People want to talk about the 2nd and 33 play last week. It was in cover 4, so that's a zone, meaning he has 1/4 of the field, and I believe the coach said that he expected help over top. Like Coach Wilson said, the only thing I say is just play your technique. Play your technique. Everything is fine, but that's not man-to-man. His thing, his specialty is man-to-man. So I like to see how that's going to match up. And with that 31 personnel or 1-3 personnel, 1 running back and 3 tight ends, even if they spread it out, they can bring it in to cause matchup problems and run the ball. So, the Titans have done pretty well against the run in the first half. But as the defense stays on the field longer and longer, that's something that I hope that the Cardinals are not able to get to in the second half, to use that to keep the ball away from the Titans' offense.
Well, you led me right to the next point, and that is they have had serious injury issues in the running back core. James Conner, a couple weeks ago, fractured and dislocated ankle. He's out for the year. Just as we are doing this show today, Trey Benson had a scope on meniscus scope. He's out for 4 weeks. He was the big bell cow to go into this. They have Bam Knight. They have Michael Carter. I think the guy that's going to be the guy that runs is a guy that's been there for this is his 3rd year, undrafted out of TCU, as Coach Mack would say, frog. Imari DiMercado, 5'11", 215, appeared in 31 games so far. Hadn't touched the ball a whole lot. So I think he's probably been a keeper if he's appeared in 31 games. But averages 6 yards a carry on only 86 attempts, 3 rushing touchdowns in his career. He had a 54-yarder last year. That's the guy I think that's going to end up being. But that is not James Conner. That is not Trey Benson. And I'm not knocking the young man, but that may be a place that the Titans defense can be advantageous.
Look, I played this game for, I'm going to sound like Coach Mack real quick.
Back in my day.
I played this game professionally for 11 years and been outside for watching it for about 15 now. And what I'll say to that is, in my 11 years as a player, I played against a no-name running back. And he really bust our ass that day, because what I say is no running back in the NFL is a slouch, because you see Imari DiMercado on the depth chart, you're like, man, who's that guy? So then we go on to our next dangerous, right? As defensive players, we go on to our next dangerous. Oh, we're going to smack that guy, and then you don't take care of the basics. Imari gets going. And I believe, who it was? We went up to Denver during one of those 4-12, 5-11 years. It was a guy that we had here, rest in peace, Damian Nash.
Nash.
We went up to Denver. We weren't that good. They didn't have their, they had their fourth string running back in. We had to deal with Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall, Dreesen. These are the people that we're worried about. Damian Nash, former Titan, was on the practice squad, never got a shot here. Gave us $140.
Woo.
Yeah, and me, I'm not thinking about Damian. Nobody's thinking about Damian Nash.
Nope.
So, that's the thing that sneaks up on you defensively when you play a Kyler Murray who's going to do things off schedule. You have a big name like Marvin Harrison Jr. So my advice to the defense is take care of the little things. Take care of the little things. All those little things that Coach Wilson is telling you to go, don't make it bigger than it is. And I know one of those things, that's a little thing, is take care of the run, regardless who's back there.
Rhett, what about the Cardinals' defense? What do you know about them?
So it's another challenge for this offensive line and Cam Ward. And while it's different than every week is a different flavor, they have stars. The left side of that front is Calais Campbell at 39 years old, who is still just wreaking havoc.
Can you believe he's only 39? I feel like he's got to be 65. He's been in the league for so long.
That's funny. Like, he and I had the same agent, and I remember when he was a rookie and he got drafted.
So
300 years ago, yeah. Whew.
Josh Sweat was their big free agent get. Both of those guys, 22 quarterback pressures, 6 quarterback sacks between the two of them. In fact, the Cardinals, as a team, I think are near the top of the league in quick pass rushes. 27 of those, less than 2.5 seconds, like Big Jeff last week. Darius Robinson is on the other end of that, the second-year man from Missouri, who recorded his first quarterback sack last week against the Seahawks. And then they've got good stuff through the middle level and on out. Baring Browning is another one they brought in as a free agent. But the one that makes this thing tick on the back end is the guy that walks down into the box as the 8th guy, and that's safety Buddha Baker. They pay him a lot of money,
he overthrew
but
a couple
he
passes.
is a run stuffer and a run stopper. He's near the top of the league in that stuff nearly every year, and he already is through 4 games. That's the guy that Tony Pollard and company are going to have to watch.
Yeah, Buddha Baker, he makes plays in the passing game. He'll bait you to he'll bait the quarterback into seeing one thing and throwing another. He kind of reminds me, to take it back, Rhett, but you're with me, Bob Sanders from the Indianapolis Colts back in the day, where he was just like Bob Sanders was a beast. When you're on the other side as a defender and you're watching your offense out there, and obviously I'm on defense, I can't do nothing for him. And Bob Sanders is just blowing plays up and making plays left and right. It's just so much more gratifying when you see your offense have success against guys like that. And then as a defender, you can go out there and do your job, and then they get to go back out there and ride the momentum. And that's what the Titans need right now as a team, right? They need for the defense go out there, get a stop, the offense come out, put a drive, put some points on the board. Special teams go out, pin them deep. Defense do it again. Punt, nice punt return. They just need to get a flow of a football game going for 4 quarters. And I think this week is definitely a team that they can get it going against. And look, at 0-4, it can't get any worse. It's time to come together as a team, and the leaders start to lead. You can't be afraid, like you said, Amy, to use your voice. If people look to you on Sundays to make plays and be there for them on Sundays, you have to be able to have thick skin at this time of the year, especially when you're not playing well, and accept constructive criticism, because not every time someone says anything to you, it's not an insult. Like, as professionals in any workspace, you take a constructive criticism, So as athletes, I think your skin needs to be a little bit thicker, especially when you're not playing well as a team.
All right.
And let me say this. For the offense, it's obvious because it's been a problem all 4 games, and they have to do something on 1st and 2nd down to get out of the 3rd and long and get into 3rd and manageable. They got to.
We're going to take one more break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk matchups that we are excited to watch this Sunday as the Titans take on the Cardinals. More after this here on Pinnacle Financial Partners, Titans Tonight. Final segment here on Pinnacle Financial Partners Titans Tonight with Keith Bullock, and we are talking matchups to watch as the Tennessee Titans take on the Arizona Cardinals. Programming alert, kickoff for this game is at 2 p.m., which is a little bit different.
2?
2, 3.
Oh, it's 3:05.
Titans kickoff, I guess, is at 2.
We're on the air at 2,
We're
though,
on the air at 2.
with Titans Countdown.
See, this is why I do the programming notes, because
time
I don't even know what time the game is on.
What time is kickoff? Kickoff is
3:05.
3:05 Okay. officially.
Yes,
My
Central
bad.
Time.
Taylor Zarzer and Coach Mac Dave McGinnis.
Yep. 2 o'clock, Titans Countdown, though. So
Yes.
tune
Join
your
us.
radios. Yeah.
I'll be on the couch by 3.
There you go. Turn on the
best
radio
seat in the
before you get
house.
there, though.
It's the best seat.
All right, matchups. Rhett, let's start with you. What matchup are you watching as the Titans take on the Arizona Cardinals?
I want to, going along the lines of what Keith has said throughout the show tonight, I want to see what Arden Key does against this offense and trying to affect and get after Kyler Murray, because it's going to take more than Jeff. It's evidenced by that. It takes the other 10 dudes. I'm going to say watch Arden Key.
All right.
I like that. Sorry. Let me speak into. I like that. I like Arden Key. He got his first sack last week. Got off the schneid. Honestly, I'm gonna make it very simple. I'm looking forward to see the Tennessee Titans as a team go out and play a 4-quarter game against the Arizona Cardinals, win, lose, or draw. You know, I want to see the offense put up 3 touchdowns. The defense continue, to improve and get better. Maybe the defense in the 4th quarter have to make a stop to get the offense the ball back. And
Maybe
then
get you a couple of takeaways like you had earlier in the year.
Have the offense go down and get a score for the win. Just something for, the offense to get some confidence.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Maybe once when they get close, inside the 40 to 30, we just throw the ball into the end zone. I feel there was an opportunity last week when we ran the flea flicker.
I think SGO
Texans
Drip
were
was
in a man-to-man
175
coverage,
and 2,
and we
and he
were
was
inside
number
the
98.
30. Why not throw a one-on-one to Calvin Ridley or Alamander? But
I'll play it early this time.
Think of as
Try
a
to
fan
get the
on
top
on the
100
couch.
and then
It's easy
stop.
to say from home. So, I just want to see the Titans go out and compete against the Arizona Cardinals in all 3 phases.
That has been a topic of
'Cause if Meeks got
conversation
his
all
from
week.
playing
For the last
with
week or 2,
3200
actually, it's been
XP,
4
just not
quarters
playing
of
no more after he
complete
got it, that's what I'm gonna
football.
do.
Maybe this is the week to get it in Arizona.
I think it should be.
All right. That sounds good to me. Rhett Bryan, anything we forgot to add?
No, I think
I
think we
what
have
Zan
covered it.
tweeted.
I
He
mean,
said, I'm gonna just win 9 Super Bowls. And
well,
buy
that's
one."
okay. To repeat, we're on the air at 2.
That worked too.
With Farm Bureau
Really?
Health
Like,
Plans
let me
Titans
just-
Countdown.
let me
Kickoff
just win
officially
9 Super Bowls.
3:05 from
That's $2
State
million. Let me
Farm
just
Stadium,
go
the house that
do that
Coach
and buy
Mack
whatever
built.
I want to get.
Only the second time we've been there.
True.
What matchups are you looking forward to see?
Yeah, how about that?
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm excited about watching this Titans defense overall just get after Kyler Murray. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for that. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Jeff to do more big Jeff things and hopefully continue getting some more sacks. Haven't been as many sacks as I want. I like a lot.
I can give you some more. I want to actually see, the Titans play angry. This is a violent game. It gets kind of masked over the way it's spoken about with the analytics and statistics and all those things. Just get back to basics. Just go out there and mess somebody up, play violent, play physical, play fast, and set the tone of the identity of who you are, whether it be on offense or defense or special teams. And, we speak about those teams that, I played on that were 4-12 and 5-11. One thing we were tough. We were going to kick your ass every time we went out on the field, and win, lose, or draw, you were going to know that you played against us. And that was one of the things that was said. Like, even when we weren't a good football team, you knew that you left here in a battle against a physical Tennessee Titan football team. So let's establish an identity with the Titans team overall, with a win or however that works, so we can kind of see and put our finger on, okay, this is what they are, this is what we're doing, or so on and so forth. I personally haven't been able to, and this is word on the street, been able to tell exactly what the identity is thus far.
Well,
let's manifest that with the words of Keith Bullock.
No, this is a week to establish an identity against the Arizona Cardinals. Titans go on the road for game 2 of their 3-game road trip stretch. And we're excited to watch it. So kickoff is at 3:05. Titans countdown on the air at 2 o'clock, and we hope to see you there. For Rhett Bryan, for Keith Bullock, and me, I'm Amy Wells. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Pinnacle Financial Partners.
You talking about the little objectives? The weekly
It's actually kind of easy. Hey, I'm gonna cut on some music. I'm done with the shop talk part. If y'all on Facebook or YouTube, tap into the Kick or the Twitch link.